Dear everyone, today I would like to make a recommended reading list for Americans. The first thing on that list is the Constitution. If you've never read it, read it. It takes about 20 minutes, and it spells out very clearly what's gone wrong in this country. The second thing is, if you call yourself a Christian and you've never read the Bible, read it. I recommend reading it with a notepad nearby or something you can take notes on, and work things out for yourself, because there are a lot of contradictions in the Bible. There are a lot of places where stories are repeated but slightly different, like the story of Sodom, and then when that story is repeated in Judges, different ending. It doesn't involve homosexuality, I'll give you a hint. The next one is a book called Then Everything Changed. And what that does is it takes important moments in our political history and says, what if they'd gone just a little differently? Like, for instance, when Kennedy, after he was elected, but before he was inaugurated, a postman, pissed off that he was Catholic and in the White House, drove a car bomb into the front of his house, and when he saw Kennedy come out, was going to blow it up with himself inside. But Jackie and John Jr. came out with him and kept him from blowing the car up. So the question is, what would have happened had he blown that car up? We've had the 20th Amendment to the Constitution since the 30s, saying that the person who had been elected vice president immediately becomes president, but it's never been tested. That would have tested it. That kind of created a bit of a constitutional crisis. Another one is Bobby Kennedy was supposed to have gone straight from one ballroom to another, but his security team decided it would be better for him to go through the kitchens, where Sirhan was waiting with a pistol to shoot him. And the question is, what would have happened had he just gone straight to the next ballroom? Very interesting stuff in that book. Let's see, what else did I have? The other one, as we become increasingly a surveillance and tattletale state, is 1984 by George Orwell. If you can't read it, watch the movie. It is a gripping read, and it is an interesting movie. Several movie versions of it I've seen. They've all been very good. Animal Farm is also another one by Orwell that's really good. There's a new movie version coming out. You can skip that. I've seen the previews. It bears very little resemblance to the book. But these things will help you, I think, become a better American, especially reading the Constitution. Because so many of us think that the Constitution begins and ends with, yes, you can have a gun, Jethro. But there's so much more to it than that. Like, for instance, the fact that the states, not the federal government, controls the elections. If you don't read, if you can't read, if you don't have the patience to sit and read a book, or think you don't have the time, then there are always audiobook versions of these books. All of them, as far as I know, are available on audio in one form or another. You can listen to them on your way to and from work. You can listen to them when you're on lunch. Listen to it when you're taking a shower, whatever. Thank you, and I hope that you have the day you deserve.